reminder, and you've discussed that with Hien as well, of course, vacant possession going to our highest bidder today. 30, 60 or 90 days is the preferred settlement period, unless you've made prior arrangements with Hien, our marketing agent. Buyers forming part of the contract of sale and attached to it, the vendor's statement or Section 32 document outlines all the relevant council zoning and planning information. It has been on display. It is a very straightforward auction contract indeed. I must advise you by law that today's auction shall be conducted in accordance with those laws set out in Schedule 1 of the Sale of Land Regulations. Any additional information that was made available prior to the commencement of today's auction. Those rules permit the making of vendor bids by me as the auctioneer. During the auction, you'll hear me clearly state the words vendor bid. If I take a bid on behalf of the vendor, I'll indicate bidders upon request by, as there has been a reserve price set for the property. I also must advise you that there are penalties involved for anyone who should be involved in any disruptive or prohibitive conduct here at today's auction. Bidders preventing others from bidding, and there are fines for this conduct. Lastly, and I know it's a mouthful, but the most important rule that you need to be aware of today, I cannot accept a late bid or offer for the property after we've declared it sold. So whether we're on site or whether we're online, you need to be the last bidder for you to be the purchaser. Once I've declared the property sold, it is sold. I can't by law reopen the bidding and accept any late bid or offer. And I tell you that because I know here in the comfort of my living room where I'm doing this auction that I've got high-speed NBN and it's working a treat, but I don't know where you are and I don't know what your internet connection is like. So if your strategy is to leave it to the very last second, you could well miss out. And I'd hate to see that happen because, as I said, I can't accept a late bid after we've declared the property sold. Buyers, great opportunity for you to purchase here at number 13B. A unique opportunity, some 1,084 square metres of land, privately and secluded, tucked in there at the back being number 13B. But as you look at those photographs the same way that I do, buyers, it's more of a resort style living. It's perfectly presented. You move straight in and enjoy. Look at the abundance of living space, as you can see there. Space for billiard tables, plenty of dining room, open plan kitchen, meals and living, the air conditioning unit, the outdoor barbecue and kitchen there, a beautiful in-ground swimming pool with solar heating there as well. And as I say, an abundance of land, some 1,084 square metres. Buyers, a great opportunity for you to buy a beautiful family home. Short distance, of course, through to Boronia train station and the shops. Everything is on your doorstep. Those beautiful pictures just show just how lovely this home is. You move in and need not do anything except just enjoy this beautiful family home. As I say, more like a resort. You can see those photos as they rotate through their buyers. I think the smart buyers in the marketplace are assessing, obviously, finance options despite some minor adjustments in lending that occurred this week. Interest rates are still at an all-time low, and I think we're going to see that for some period of time. And I think the smart buyers in the market know this. They're seeing the upward trend in pricing and sale results, the clearance remaining super strong, and I think that they are saying, we get it. We know now is the time to buy real estate. We don't want to wait until next year. We don't want to see what the market's going to continue to do as those prices continue to peak. We want to know that we've secured our home, our family allotment and our family home, and we want to do that this side of Christmas and perhaps even move in this side of Christmas. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to spend summer in a resort-style home like this here at number 13B? Buyers, I'm excited about selling it. I hope you're excited about buying it. It's to the text box where I invite you now for that opening bid or offer to get us underway. I'm in your hands, an opening bid or offer, buyers. Head to the text box. There you go. Type it in. Let me know where we start today. Happy to see a nice even start. There we go. Thank you, Daniel. I'll need to get your paddle number as well if I could, but $980,000 and we're off and running, buyers. Paddle number 81. Good luck today, Daniel. I wish you well. What do we say, buyers? Who's going to take me to $1 million? There we go. Paddle number 3. We're at $1 million now. At $1 million, who's going to bid me up? $1,020,000 here. At $1 million, can I call it $1,020,000 now? At $1 million is the bid. Who's going to make it $1,020,000 from here? At $1 million, it is even money at a mill. That's probably where we should have started. Where do we go from here, buyers? At $1,000,020 on top, if you like. Can I invite paddle number 81 back in? Paddle number 3, it's your bid at $1 million. At $1 million, can I call it $1,020,000 from here, buyers? What do we say? At $1 million even money, and there we go. Welcome to you, Hayley. Paddle number 22 at $1,020,000. A good bid's a fast bid. At $1,020,000, who's going to make it 40? At 20 over $1 million, and away we go, buyers. What do we say? Paddle number 3 or 81. Can I tempt you back in? At $1,020,000 is the call. At $1,020,000, do we go 40 from here? We do. Welcome back, Paddle 81. Daniel, it's your bid. At $1,040,000, can I call it 60 now? At 60, can I say anywhere? Bids at 40, $1,040,000 calling for 60 now in the rise. At $1,040,000, can I call it 60 now on top? What do we say? Paddle 81, it's your bid. At $1,040,000. At $1,040,000, and can I call it 60 now? Buyers at $1,040,000. Paddle 81, it's your bid. At $1,040,000, it is buyers calling for a 60 bid. Hayley, can I welcome you back? Or bidder number 3, what do we say? At $1,040,000 is the bid. At $1,040,000 calling for 60 in the rise now. At $1,040,000 we have. At $1,040,000, what do we say from here? Buyers need to go. What do we say at 60? Can I call it? Won't take the 10. Sorry, Hayley, I won't take 10 at this stage. At $1,050,000, need to be 60. At 60, can I call? At $1,040,000 is the current bid. Hayley, bidder number 22, you need to come on top for 20. At 20, can I call it now? Bid is at $1,040,000. I won't take the 10 at this stage. At $1,040,000, Hayley, you'd need to come back if you'd like it at $1,060,000. At $1,060,000, just type it into the box there so that we're nice and clear. At $1,040,000 is the bid. 60 it is if you'd like it. At $1,040,000, I'd need to see a 60 bid from here, buyers. What do we say? At $1,040,000 it is. At $1,040,000, bidder number 22, you don't hold the bid at this stage. It is with bidder 81. Daniel, it's your bid. At $1,040,000, not taking 10s at this stage. At $1,040,000, I need to be very clear. Daniel, bidder number 81, it's your bid at this stage, $1,040,000. At $1,040,000 it is. Hayley, can I welcome you back at 60? Bidder number 22, can I call it 60 now? Bids at 40. $1,040,000 it is then, buyers. Here we go at $1,040,000. Thank you, Hayley. I'll take the 60 there. At 60 it is now with bidder number 22. Same opportunity for a $20,000 rise at this stage. At $1,060,000, can I call it 80 now? At $1,060,000 is the offer at $1,060,000. At $1,060,000 needs to be 80 from here, or what do we go straight to 1.1? At $1,060,000 is the call at $1,060,000 now. Can I call it 80? At $1,060,000 looking for the 80 bid now. What do we say, buyers? Are we done? At
$180,000.
80. Thanks, Daniel. Back in front there. Bidder number 81. Who's going to call it 1.1? At $1,080,000. At $1,080,000 is the bid. At $1,080,000 we have looking for a 1.1 bid now. What do we say from here, buyers? At $1,080,000 it is. At $1,080,000 need to be 1.1 to bid from here if you like. What do we say? At $1,080,000 is the call at $1,080,000 looking for 1.1. Hayley, can I welcome you back? Or paddle number 3 if you like. Bidding now at $1,080,000. At $1,080,000 it is. Who's going to make it $1,001,000? At $1,080,000 it is. Can I call it to 1.1 even money? At $1,080,000 it is, buyers. Here we go. First call. Here we go at $1,080,000. Paddle 22. Paddle number 3. Bids against you. Bid is at $1,080,000. Not taking 10 at this stage. The bid's 1.1 if you'd like it from here. $1,080,000 it is. At $1,080,000, at 80 over $1 million it is now, calling for 1.1. Second call, need to know now, are we done, buyers? What do we say from here? At $1,080,000 it is. At $1,080,000 is the bid. $1,001,000 now, bidder number 25. Welcome to you. New bidding there at 1.1 million. At $1,001,000. At $1,001,000, it's against you. Paddle number 81, paddle 22, and paddle number 3 against you also. New bidding there at $1,001,000. At $1,001,000 it is. At $1,001,020, can I say on top at $1,001,020 anywhere? At $1,001,000's the bid at $1,001,000. Can I call it $1,120,000? At $1,001,000's the offer here at $1,001,000 against you, Daniel. That bidder number 81, do we welcome you back for a $20,000 rise from here? At $1,001,000's the call. At $1,001,000 it is. And 20, can I say from here? What do we say, buyers? At $1,001,000, even money it is at 1.1. At $1,100,000 it is. Need a 20 on top from here to bid if you'd like it now. What do you say? At $1,001,000's the call, buyers. Here we go. First call, bidder number 25. It's your bid. At 1,001,000 and 20 on top now. And 20's the bid. 40's the call if you'd like it, Sean. I'd welcome you back, paddle number 25. Or do we go straight to 1,150,000? At 1,120,000's the call. At 1,120,000 it is. At 1,120,000, looking for a better bid from there. What do we say? 20 on top. At 1,140,000, can I welcome you back, Sean? Bidder number 25. What do we say? At 1,120,000's the bid. 1,120,000 it is. Paddle 21. It's your bid there, Daniel. At $1,120,000. Sean, it's against you. There's the bid. There we go. I'll take the 10 and we roll in 10s from here. At 1,130,000, I won't take less than 10 though. At 1,130,000's the call. At 1,130,000. At 1,130,000, Daniel, do we go again to 40? At 1,130,000, I'd go straight to 50. That's how I roll, buyers. What do we say? At 1,130,000 it is. That screen will update in a few minutes. At 1,130,000 and it has now. At 1,130,000, paddle 25. It's your bid at 1,130,000. At 1,130,000 now we have at 1,130,000. At 1,130,000, who's going to make it 40 as a minimum, or do we go straight to 50? At $1,130,000 bid here at 1,130,000. At 1,130,000, can I call it 40 or better bid? At 1,130,000 now, need to know, Daniel, are we done? First call then, here we go, bidding at 40 now, straight back at 50 if you'd like it, Sean. At 50, can I call the bids at 40 now at 1,140,000? At 1,140,000, Sean, straight back at 50, and that's the way to buy real estate. Bang, straight in there. That's how I would do it too. Stamp your authority to purchase. That's the way to buy, buyers. What do we say? At 1,150,000 now to 1,150,000. At 1,150,000, who's going to call it 60 on top? At 1,150,000 it is. Do we go 10 from here on top to 60? Daniel, can I welcome you back? What do we say? At $1,150,000, we'll see that screen update in just a few moments. There it is at 1,150,000. At 1,150,000, Sean, bidder number 25. It's your bid at this stage. At $1,150,000, where do we go from here, buyers? Happy to see a $10,000 bid from here. At 1,150,000, who's going to call it 60? At 1,150,000, I'd need to know now. Here we go, buyers. First call, are we done? At 1,150,000, 60 now. Daniel's back in front. There we go. 1,160,000. Paddle number 81 is back at 1,160,000. Paddle 25. What do we do from here? Do we go for the knockout bid and straight to 1.2 maybe? What do we say from here? Minimum 10's the bid if you'd like it now. 1,160,000. At 1,160,000, do we go 70 straight back in? At 1,160,000 it is. 1,160,000 is the bid now. 1,160,000. Do we go perhaps the $20,000 bid, Sean, and take it to 1,180,000? 1,160,000 it is. 1,160,000 the bid there. Paddle number 81. It's your bid at 1,160,000. Who's going to make it 70? At 70, can I call it now? Sean, are we done? Paddle number 3, paddle 22. What are we doing from here, buyers? Need to know. Bid there at 1,160,000. It's paddle number 81. It's against you, Sean. What do we say from here? Paddle 25. Do we go again for 10? At $1,160,000 a bid there at 1,160,000. At 1,160,000, Sean, I'm below the reserve. I can't sell it to you for that extra 5. It needs to be 10 from here. Just confirm your bid if you would to 70, please. 1,160,000 it is. 1,160,000 is the bid. Happy to see 70 as a rise. At 1,160,000. 1,160,000, Sean, you'd need to come with me for 70 if you'd like to hold the highest offer at this stage. At 1,160,000, do you make it 70 for me now? 1,160,000 is the bid. Daniel, your bid, bidder number 81 against you, paddle number 25. At 1,160,000, won't take the 5 at this stage. At 1,160,000, you'd need to bid 10 on top if you like. At 1,160,000 it is, buyers. What do we say from here? 1,160,000 it is, paddle number 81. You hold the highest bid at this stage, not taking 5 at this stage, Sean. Are we done? No, I've made it very clear. We're under the reserve price. I can't sell it, which is why I'm not taking the $5,000 bid at this stage. We're not on the market at this stage. 1,160,000. 1,160,000. I'd need a $10,000 bid from here at 1,160,000 it is. 1,160,000, Sean, have we seen your best offer? If we have, could you type that into the text box, please? If you're out, just type that word in out so that we know. 1,160,000, paddle 81. It's your bid at this stage. Need to know, are we done? There we go. Thank you, paddle 25. Back in top there, back on top there at 70. 1,170,000. Daniel, the same thing, I must tell you. 10's the bid if you'd like it. 1,170,000's the call now. Thank you there. I appreciate one of our bidders has suggested that they're out now. At $1,170,000 it is. 1,170,000. Do we go to 80 from here, Daniel? What do we say? At 1,170,000 is the bid. 10's the rise if you'd like it here, buyers. What do we say now? Bidding now, bidder number 25, $1,170,000 it is. 1,180,000. That's the way to buy real estate. Nice and strong, straight back in. And 90. Who's going to take me to 1.2 even? At 1,200,000, can I say now, Daniel, what do you say? Paddle number 81 bids against you. Paddle 25, it's your bid. At 1,190,000. At 1,190,000, make it 1,200,000. At 1,200,000, can I call it now? At $1,190,000 it is. At 1,190,000 is the call at one. Take 1,195,000. I'll take the 5 at this stage, Daniel. 1,195,000. At 1,195,000, Sean, take me straight back to 1.2. At 1,200,000 if you'd like.
How does that work? That you take 5 now? Is it on the market now? Is it?
No, I'll call it as soon as it is, Sean.
You said before you could. You said before you wouldn't take 5 because it was under the reserve.
No, we were too far away from the reserve, Sean.
Okay.
So we're still under the reserve. I will call it on the market immediately as we hit that reserve.
Before you said you wouldn't take that.
Probably a good time for Hien to try and seek some instructions from our vendors so that we know exactly where we're at as far as that is concerned. But right now, I'm happy to take $5,000 to edge the bidding closer towards that reserve price. And that is with Daniel at this stage, bidding there at 1,195,000. Sean, it's against you, but I'd welcome you in also for 5. 1.2 would be the offer from here. 1,195,000 buyers, and away we go again at 1,195,000. At 1,195,000, it is at 1,195,000, 1.2 even money if you like. At $1,195,000, it is at 1,195,000. Can I call 1,200,000 anywhere? At 1,195,000 is the call at 1,195,000 now. Make it 1.2 in the rise. At 1,195,000 it is. 5 on top if you like. At 1,195,000 it is. At $1,195,000, we'll pass the property in if there is no. There we go. Sean's back in. Well done. 1,205,000. At 1,205,000 it is. Hien, those instructions, please, at $1,205,000 now. At 1,205,000 it is. At 1,205,000 is the bid at 1,205,000. Do we go to 10? At 1,205,000, Daniel, can I welcome you back for 10? At 1,205,000, will you take me to 210? At 1,205,000 it is. At $1,205,000 it is at 1,205,000. 1,205,000 short.
It's on the market and selling.
On the market and selling. Thanks, Hien. There we go to answer some questions. We are on the market. We sell away now. You'll see those numbers on the screen have turned green. At 1,205,000 it is. At 1,205,000, Sean, it's your bid. We sell away to you now if there is no higher bid. At 1,205,000 now. At 1,205,000, do we go 10? Daniel, can I welcome you back or happy to see fresh bidding from anywhere? At 1,205,000 is the call. At 1,205,000, do we go to 210? At 1,205,000 it is. Daniel, can I welcome you back for a $5,000 bid from here? At 1,205,000 it is. At 1,205,000 we sell away if there is no higher bid buyers. What do we say at 1,205,000? At 1,205,000 it is. 1,205,000 it is, calling for a $5,000 rise. What do we say? Panel number 81, do we welcome you back for 5? 1,205,000 buyers, that's the number to beat. What do we say? Finally on the market and selling away at 1,205,000. 1,205,000, happy to take a $5,000 bid from here at 1,205,000. 1,205,000, paddle 81. Have we seen your best offer? If we have, I'd need you to type that in, just the word out, so that I'm really clear that we've got permission to sell at 1,205,000. At 1,205,000, what do we say from here? Do we go to 10? Paddle 81, need to know. What are we doing from here? 1,205,000. Paddle 22 says they're out, but I haven't heard from Paddle 81. You've been strong all the way through. What do we say? 210. There we go. 15, Sean, if you'd like it. What do we say from here? Bids at 10. 210 it is. 15 straight back, bid at 25. That's the way to buy real estate. 215 now. At 215, over $1 million at 1,215,000. It's against you, Paddle 81. Daniel, what do we say from here? At 1,215,000, do we go 20? At 1,215,000. At 1,215,000, do we go 20 from here at 1,215,000? You can see those numbers have just updated on the screen there at 1,215,000. Paddle 25, it's your bid. At 1,215,000, where do we go from here? Daniel, are we done? At $1,215,000, do we go to 20? At 1,215,000 for a $5,000 rise from here. What do we say at 1,215,000? At $1,215,000 now, what do we say, buyers? 1,215,000. At 1,215,000, Daniel, it looks like you're typing. It looks like I'm about to get that increased offer. What do we say? At $1,215,000, here we go then. At 1,215,000, do we go 5 on top? 1,215,000. At $1,215,000, Daniel says he's out. Maybe that's a clear path to sell then, Sean, in your favour. Paddle 25. Daniel, I'll check with you again just before we knock it down. Remember what I said at the beginning of the auction. I can't dictate the internet speed at your end if you leave it too late. Once it's sold, it's sold. I can't accept any late bid or offer after we've declared the property sold. Don't miss it for 5. What do we say, buyers? 1,215,000. First call, are we done? At 1,215,000. Daniel, in the interest of keeping things going, I'm happy to take a $2,500 rise, even $1,000 from here to keep you in play if you like. Do we go again for 1,000? I know it's a tense time. Perhaps you want an opportunity just to discuss that. Happy to take even $1,000 from here if you like. 215 is the number to beat. Do we go 16? Buyers, I'm happy to take $1,000 from here if you like, in the interest to keep the momentum going. But we need to roll quickly. What do we say? Are we done? First call, 1,215,000, calling for $1,000. Daniel, if you're definitely done, can I just get you to reconfirm? Twice, then, can I tempt you back in just for 1,000? Are we done? Daniel, I know you can hear me, but I'd need to know now. Just type in again if you're out. Happy to see $1,000 from here if you like. Are we definitely finished? $1,215,000. Looks like you're typing something. Feel free to unmute your microphone and tell me if you'd like. Third and final call, I'd need to know now. Daniel, I can't accept a late bid or offer. If you've typed a number and you're just waiting to hit that enter button, I'd need to know now. We're on the third and final call. Here we go. Daniel, you've said you're out. Can I just get your confirmation? Even for $1,000? Even just give me this one. Daniel, are we definitely done? And 1,000 more. And that's why we wait, buyers, in the interest of our vendors and making sure that we get the absolute premium price for them in the market. 16's the bid. Sean, do we go to 20? There we go, 20 straight back in. That's the way to buy real estate, the knockout bid. Daniel, you've confirmed definitely now you're done. Finished and silent. Permission to sell, I assume, goes in favour of Paddle 25. That's the way to buy real estate, out and out with capitals. So I get that. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate your bidding and competition today. We'll endeavour to try and find you a home. Buyers, unless there's someone that hasn't yet bid, your opportunity is now. We sell away $1,220,000, please. Waiting for that screen to update. I can't knock it down until the screen is updated to 1,220,000. What do we say, buyers? It just takes a few moments. Are we done? Happy to see $1,000 bid from anywhere. $1,220,000. Just waiting for that screen to update, buyers. What do we say? Are we done, finished and silent? Daniel says he's out. Everyone else is saying they're out also. Just want to see that screen update to the right price at $1,220,000. There we go, and it has. We sell away, Sean, in your favour. First call, second, third, and final. It's going, buyers. Congratulations, Sean. Sold to you. Well done. Congratulations and well purchased. To our underbidders, commiserations. To our vendors, thank you for your trust in us to sell the home on your behalf. To our marketing agent, Hien, you've done a wonderful job marketing this property. Congratulations to you. To Sean and family, and to our vendors and family, congratulations. Some lovely messages coming through that text box there also. Those electronic contracts will head your way, Sean, in just a few moments. And then obviously then in favour of our vendors for signature as well. Congratulations to all parties involved. It's been our pleasure and my pleasure to host the auction this afternoon. I wish you a great weekend. Thank you for attending another successful Ray White auction.